What's going on? Whoa, 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 I'm here. Hi. I have to get used to talking into the, camera, because now I have a second monitor. That means I can stream at 1080p, look at that. I need to adjust my template for that now, but it will look good next time. And you're gonna see me looking to the right a lot, because I like to look at myself while I talk. Hi, me. But now I got the full game screen right here, so we're just gonna dive right back into it. Here's the stream save. Look at all these save slots I have. Like, some of this is from, like, glitched modes. I think I have a Jude save. Yeah, like, here's a Jude setup. Like, if I load Jude Alternia here... Oh, well, we're getting off topic already, but here's Jude on Alternia. I've got all these ridiculous hacked saves. He works remarkably well here. Do I have anything else? But most of this is from, like, me for trying to find skips in the game. And I have slave slots at different locations, be Jude, save page, image required, so I can quickly reference things if I don't know if I want to check something in a game real quick. So this is the part where Joey's about to die. This is the only time in the game you can switch freely between Joey and Jude, although doing it too much will get you killed, but that's how the Jude percent glitch works. If you in the original patch, if you switched characters while activating a cutscene or level change, then it would still activate. Like, the code for the level for changing rooms just says move player character to new room. But if you get Joey to start walking towards a room change and then you change characters, it'll switch you to Jude before that code starts, and Jude will get warped to the room. This is one of the most interesting locations in the game. It's also going to be great because this is going to be where Damek ends up in a haunt switch, if we ever get a haunt switch. But that's why there's a few things here that are set up for that, like the musket there. And let me see, if you close out this here, you can view these guns up here. And these things are like, I don't know if it was more obvious in the 3D version, but these things are like rigged to fall, so you're supposed to pick up the gun, shoot those, and then they'll all blow up at once and knock open the door, is what I assume is going to happen at the start of Haunt Switch. And also, Joey dropped her key through the floorboards, and that I believe that puts it right above her own room. This crate here, you can read the little paper here, and this has some deep lore. I forgot how you read it. You use a specific item or something. Someone scrawled the key. Where is the dad-blasted Gadzook's key? So yeah, it's Jake. So Jake knows about the portal. He had it shipped to him from somewhere. He found something, some Skyan-related thing. This is a great cutscene. The little vector animation on her hair there is really great. It's one of the only times they use it, because this is back to hand-drawn frame by frame now. But in that zoom-out shot, it's her sprite, but, like, vector animated. If you were for the last stream, I mentioned... Oh yeah, I have push to talk, so sorry if I miss a few words. During the last stream, I mentioned wanting to see the machine in full resolution and wanting to see that blueprint that's on the wall in full resolution. The artist actually uploaded them to Twitter, and I retweeted that all onto the Homestuck Info Twitter. So there's all those assets are out there now. They look really cool. I believe you could do the character swap glitch if you did it real quick with the key, or there was something weird that you skipped a cutscene here, but not the long cutscene. I never could skip the long one. In the promo art for this that was on the website, the mirrors here have Damek and Zephyros in them. That's really neat. Ah, that cherubim leitmotif of Eternity Served Cold there. I quite like this thing in 3D, but the animation here is just beautiful. Especially those effects. That's amazing. Cutscenes are not skippable, so during the speedruns, this was like our bathroom break. And there, when Hiveswap goes by, you can actually see the word haunt switch behind it. So we'll see that same shot from the other angle. And now Alternia. Domic's side of the portal is actually like handcrafted. It looks like he welded it from metal, or it was like created in a different way. It wasn't like pillaged from a ruin like Grandpa's, so we'll definitely be finding out where he got his side. Because it's like, it's very weird. There was a glitch here. See if I remember how to, I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to see if it's still doable. If you pick up this tablet and then activate the snake minigame on the same frame, then you skip a whole conversation with him where you meet Zephyros. Let's see if I can pull that off still. And you have to pick up the blueprint before you do it, otherwise you get the conversation where Zephyros tells you to pick up the blueprint, and that one isn't skippable. Well, it's skippable by picking up the blueprint before talking to him. It's right when she starts reaching down and begins the animation. There we go. Got it. So now we go right to the snake minigame, and we don't talk to Zephyros for the first time. Hey, I found the paper you were talking about, so we already met Zephyros. We already know him. Joey's already met Zephyros. Off screen sometime. Who knows when. And now we play Snake. But you have to use the keyboard for it. It's very weird that you have to change your whole control scheme here. This is actually total RNG. These the little letters appear totally random every time you play. And the best song in the game, also. The 8-bit rendition of the Serpent Battle theme. Because the Serpent Battle theme is also an incredible song. Here comes Joey's little skedaddle. I think this is pre-rendered, so we don't have these sprites ripped. Here we can see all his junk on the wall. This was one of the first promotional images released. This was weird. I think you could just click on a bunch at the times and then activate the computer. You again don't have to talk to Zephyros. We just in general don't talk to Zephyros a lot. No, I think you do on this one. I haven't speedran this in like 2 years, man. It's almost 2 years old now, isn't it? I always thought this sounds a little bit like Eridan's theme. Here's the selfie. Here we go. So a lot of people miss this because it's only in one room. You can't come back to this balcony once you leave it. And it's like really small and in Trollian. But this bus stop here is the one canonical reference to Javik. a character that was teased at back in the 3D version and hasn't shown up and wasn't in the friend sims, and we don't know what happened to them, but they're still around. Yeah, there's definitely a message about guns in this game, with Joey not liking them and Dominic being obsessed with them. Also, here's American Idol. So we gotta get a spoon. Oh yeah, you have to use the telekinetics as like a power, which can make for some interesting mechanics in the future. He's really into sports, so this is a jock. Come on, he's a jock. I've heard people say he's not a jock. He is a jock. And he likes butlering. There was a skip here too. Oh, the exit button. You keep hitting the exit button here while talking to him. Hey, I did it! There, you get the UI during the Snapchat shot. I think it used to skip this conversation, but they patched it. Now it just glitches up the AI. Yeah, I could see Condi just making a machine gun. Just a gun. Although the idea of biological guns sounds even more terrifying. Like the cue ball. Deep meaning. This room's cool, like the little squeaking. The reflection here is just a blurry sprite. If you rip the sprites, there's a bunch of blurry versions of Zephyros, and that's what's happening here. And this is all just various concept art and stuff. It's really cool. They did a lot of illustrations for this. Sports! Personally, I love them. That's the name of the song. So, and you use the spoon on this, which is a very weird puzzle. The best thing in this room is the Funko Pop. Oh, I didn't get the soda, so this is the failure version, where you're gonna see the little Dark Souls reference. If anyone has mapped out Zephyros' hive, I'd love to see it, because I tried to do it, and it didn't make sense. Yeah, you need the book here, and then you need the soda here. And then, I believe the birthday cake gives you good lore. Dominic doesn't turn 7 sweeps for a couple of wipes, but he has a Rites of Maturation coming up. Deep lore. So, in the trailer for Hiveswap, the final trailer, the one that's on the Steam page, and the one that's at the end of the demo, Zephyros can be seen breaking his TV. Like, you use his bat on the TV, and there's an animation of him smashing it. You can't do that. It doesn't work. And I've data mined this whole game. Those sprites are not in the files. There's no reference to that happening. So it was not only taken out, but it was like totally wiped from the game. And I don't know why. They just decided to get rid of it. Maybe they didn't want him to be violent. Yeah, you need this one, the manual for how to bat. And I think there is a special animation that plays if you try to use telekinesis with only one of the 2 items. So there's three animations for this, which is no items, 1 items, and then success when you have both. You might actually have to have the bat in your hands to beat it. I don't remember. You definitely need the bat before you can leave. Oh, you know what? You need the bat before you can go downstairs. That's it. Can't you move the little mop a bit if you'd use it up? No, I thought there was a little animation of it moving. I must be misremembering. Trying to think if there's anything else cool in here before I leave. I mean, the whole idea of the tree going through his house is really neat, and these animations were added, which is awesome. Those are really cool. Those might be at the same time as the branch. Like, they overlaid FMVs. Whoa, it's glitching right there. But they overlaid FMV files over the top of the screen instead of just in the background, like the sky and on Earth. Oh, I actually didn't grab the treats. Oops. I opened the safe and then didn't grab it. Okay, what are we naming him? I'm naming him Beppies if no one thinks of something. His name is now Beppies. Here's where Doc Scratch definitely gets up to things. By creating a chat client, it's very weird why Doc Scratch invented a new chat client, but he sure did. And it blows up just like his cue ball does in Friska, or rather a missile hits out of nowhere. It's very strange. A very strange series of events. Oh, a perfectly generic object. For people just joining, I'm skipping the dialogue. I'm just doing weird, crazy trivia while I run through it all. If you want to read every single little interaction, like, you could play this game for hours. You should get it. It's on the Steam Summer Sale, and it's on sale right now for 40% off. Yeah, look at those. Those are just guns. Like, this one is a little, like, Eridanish. What was it called? Oh, no. Oh, no! What was the guy from Moby Dick? Oh my god! But yeah, there's these are just straight up guns. Now it just feels like one of my Half-Life streams again. With Judge Dredd here. So let's look at the only curse word in the game. There it is. The only time Joey curses. This game still got away with, I think, a teen rating. Oh, this is RoboCop. This is like an owl thing. He's got some weird posters, and he likes to hang them on his ceiling. Here's Terminator. The blue blood as a Terminator is great. I think this art's also available in high res on one of the artist's posts. I like the little desk lamp here of a troll getting abducted by a UFO. Like, these 50s flying saucers exist in the troll world, even though they have spaceships. So getting that book is important. Not for this, because this is the basic way of playing, but in the speedrun, we didn't return back to that main room, so we had to remember to get the book then. So this room is actually 3 rooms long. I can go left over here, or I can go over here. This room is pointless. It never serves any purpose. It's just more flavor text. You can click on some more things. You can see the harpoon that got stuck in the wall, which will definitely be the opening to Haunt Switch, like Joey was running away from the snake. But the big point of that is that there used to be the warp glitch, where you could move to the rooms and switch characters, and that also left the other character behind. So we could leave Joey in here by warping Zephyros in, and then when the deer chases you out of the room, Joey's still inside, because only Zephyros gets chased out, and Joey's still waiting here. And then you can just in the game without having to go through the kitchen or the upstairs area or any of that. And now for the hardest part of the game. We got to learn Trollian. This is terrifying. Let's see if I still remember. I also have no clue why a second snake is here. I mean, it's very Homestuck for there to be a second snake, but you can't control it with any other buttons or anything. GR, and that one's you over there. B is the one up here that looks like a B. And then we need another B. And then the E is going to be this Z-looking one, I believe. Oh no, I'm wrong. And then they do the little password thing. If you beat that the game on the first try, this whole conversation doesn't happen. Oh, this is good RNG. So, L first for Grubbles. And then E. And then S. There we go. And she dances away. So, first order of business... No, well, after we skip this. First order of business is to kill buyers. Put them in the microwave. Okay, there we go. Second order of business is a safety save. Because I believe they did patch it, but just in case they didn't, half the time you grab this milk, the whole game just soft locks. Like, it just takes away your ability to press buttons. Okay, we're good. And that's what we saved by doing the weird glitch to keep Joey in the room, because half of our runs we were just absolutely dying because the milk just ruined our runs. The milk would soft lock us every time. I love the band posters in here. He's got Alternian Idiot, Jade Blood's Alternian Idiot. Or Jade Day Green Blood, something like that. So here's the cutscene you get if you don't put the milk. It's great. It's such a good face. Oh, I didn't get the bowl. I forgot. I haven't done this section for forever, because I always used to just skip it. But they patched out my skips. Can't you do something with the hoodie here? I vaguely remember there being something special about the hoodie, like some unused line of text or something. I'll check. I'm still gonna check cutting room floor after we finish. So there's the bowl. Use that with the milk. Then we open the door. We've used that with the door. But the game assumes you can't go in there without the milk. So if you glitch into the room without doing the milk, the deer's already still eating the milk. I think there's a zoom in here. Yeah, right here. This is another lesser known one. Just some more Trizzle lore, a lot of decodable news articles and stuff. Zephyros was also a big conspiracist. I like this here. That's a nice little troll. Then you gotta read the book about the deer, so you know what it is. Then you use the med pack. Here. We gotta name this Lucis. I'm going to name it Pepsi if no one can think of anything. So we have Beppy and Peppies. Pepsi. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Boom, it's now named Pepsi. Ride. There's that old secret, which wasn't supposed to be in this one, but they did it anyways because it's a fan favorite song and it's not supposed to be used till Act 3. and then a really long speech about the themes of the game, and then you just use the hoverboard on them. And that's it. That's Hiveswap. It's great. I wish it was a lot longer, which hopefully Act 2 is going to be. And I can't wait. I really hope they get it done. I'm rooting for them. Now we get the Rick and Morty ending music here. Kansas City Shuffle, which means something. And we'll let the credits play out. These people made a cool thing. Just an incredible list of people. Amazing. And a lot of thank yous at the end. Please make more What Pumpkin, please. Please make more games What Pumpkin. Please make Half-Life 3 What Pumpkin. You guys make Half-Life 3, and Valve will make Hiveswap 2. Okay? I think that'll work out for the better. So now, if everything works... Oh! I wanted to look at the cutting room floor here. There we go. So here's the original bedroom with all the copyrighted posters. These are still in the files of the game. Not a whole lot changed here. The flavor text was different. I played the 3D version of the game at I think an anime expo at a What Pumpkin booth many years before the 2D version was even started. And this all had special flavor text in 3D version by Ryan North. And most of Ryan North's text got cut out. I really love Joey trying to talk about how to pronounce SNES or Super NES or SNES. There's the Simon when it was still copyrighted. Never any story posters, a little on the nose for Homestuck. And the old version of the dog there, because the final version was her shirt at the time. And there's just different versions with that. There's a lot of these in the game, which are versions of rooms without any furniture, just the shadows of the furniture baked in. And like a few different positions of the statue, and like here's the room without the statue. They drew that for some reason. This is stuff from the first area of the living room after the battle's been happening, but the battle warps you upstairs, so you can't ever see this. This is getting the boombox with the lights on. Again, the lights aren't on when you get the boombox. I think they made a lot of textures just because there wasn't communication of what ones need to be lit and dark based on what point it is in the game, so they just sort of did it all. Like, here's a little change thing. In Jude's treehouse, there's textures for with and without the binoculars. Like, at some point, you would have had to manually pick up the binoculars and then look out the window before you sent the pigeons or the flare gun, and it was just an extra step to everything, I assume. Like, here's lights out with Mansion Wall as Jude, which never happens. Jude with the stuff destroyed, which never happens. Portal gun. Here's the portal as sprites, even though it opens up in a cut. Here's it with the different alternate bus stop. Different Alternian houses they didn't use. Zephyros also has some early versions of his bedroom and different lighting effects. It was originally red, they made it green. They just left a lot of the older backgrounds lying around. It's some neat stuff. Here's the Lucis on a hoverboard, which isn't in the game, and it's an early version of the hoverboard. This is shown in a lot of concept art, and I don't know why they changed it. Maybe they just didn't add it. They swapped out a pre-rendered version, a rendered version for the pre-rendered animation, the really cool ending animation, and at some point it was just a basic sprite thing. Like, here's the door open while you're in it, which you don't have to do. You hop on this Lucis and you automatically start the pre-rendered cutscene. I assume a lot of cutscenes were beta tested as just sprites, and then they went back and got the hand-animated frame-by-frame cutscenes. This concept art is actually in the files, and it's actually test rooms. You can actually change your save file to be certain rooms and spawn in these. They're just giant pictures you can walk around. This one got used for a lot of friend sim backgrounds. Here's the microphone which you put the batteries in, which is possible to do through glitches. This is the beta test icons for the textures. It's the 3D versions of the milk bowl, the book, the one of the objects, and the backpack. And then there's some cursors that didn't get used. There's some icons that didn't get used. There's a lot of UI stuff, a lot of text stuff, some like doc scratch text stuff. It's some really neat stuff. I don't know if I'd ever do a friend sim stream because that wouldn't work as well as this. But a couple times in the friend sim builds, they left around a lot of beta stuff. You can see a lot of unphotoshopped Lucis. You can see one of the chapters they left in the script they used to turn Word documents into RenPy scripts, which is neat. And there's a few musics here. Mostly stuff that is baked into cutscenes, but is actually separate sound files, or the fridge, which doesn't have an opening and closing sound in the game. And then some unused text here. There's text here for taking the selfie. The selfie that Joey takes and sends to Zephyros originally had, like, full narration, even though it's just a cutscene in the game. And it looks like there's some slight text depending on where you take that picture and how you take it. It's pretty neat. And I think that's about all I have. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to Everything Hiveswap, which also runs a fan website, and it's incredible. They have a big page documenting all the announcements Hiveswap's ever had, and they have a full transcript of the game to make it easy to search through, although please still buy it on Steam. Please buy this game. They need your money, please. I'm sure they're fine, but please buy it. They're awesome. They have a Tumblr too where they post news updates, usually faster than I can. So they're right on it. And then the official Hiveswap website, which also exists and has all their stuff, and I'm hoping this will get an overhaul soon. And also hotswitch.com, which is parked by GoDaddy and I assume owned by WhatPumpkin. It was they bought it years ago in like 2013 or 2014, something real early, and it's been sitting parked. I guess they'll get to it someday. I don't know why they don't have it just redirect to hiveswap.com, but oh well. Anything new on the WhatPumpkin blog? Oh, that's their admin. I found that. Oops. Here's their blog. This is the newest thing we've gotten. They're working on Act 2. It's happening, but someday. Someday. Also, you can go to dev.whatpumpkin.com, which is the same site, but without the news post. And it's a little different. They're called blog instead of news. And there's also the word pumpkin 8. Is it user? What is it? Let's see. If I go to WhatPumpkin, it's author. Word Pumpkin 8 is a second account they have assigned to this website that they haven't posted with. They have the official WhatPumpkin account, which posted the news post, and Word Pumpkin 8, which I believe also exists on the dev one, so it's probably just for testing purposes, but I pay attention to the dumb stuff like this. I'm ridiculous. I don't know why I do this. I really don't. But Word Pumpkin 8, we're waiting for your secret posts. Alright, that'll be all for today. Thanks for joining me, everyone. This was a real neat playthrough of Hiveswap, where I hopefully spouted out some of my things, random junk that is interesting to you. Because this is really just me info dumping whatever comes into my brain. And people get a kick out of it on my blog, so hopefully this hour-long audio version hopefully you learned a few things. I know a lot of things about this game, and I'm hoping for people to learn junk, because they also need the useless knowledge I have, because I like Hiveswap. I could do this with Homestuck. You want to read all 8,000 pages of Homestuck where I narrate every page and add on my own stuff? Leave a comment if you want that. It'll be basically me reading Hussey's commentary, because sometimes we say the same things. I've tried doing my own annotations. The problem is I get a bit into it, and then I look at Hussey's commentary and realize we said the same things. Alright, thank you all. Again, if you could give me a follow here on Twitch, twitch.tv/skyplayer37, that would be wonderful, because I'm going for affiliate, and I don't monetize any of my Homestuck content. I don't plan to. I someday may start a Patreon to post like work-in-progress stuff I do, or non-Homestuck related projects, but I don't plan to monetize anything Homestuck I do. Oh, thanks for the follow, Logers. Thank you. My notifications work. That's the first follow I've gotten since I turned the notifications on. That's awesome. And I also stream video games here. I've been playing through Half-Life this week, and I've got all these crazy ideas of ridiculous stuff to play in the future. And I'll be starting my YouTube channel for full streams, because Twitch only saves these for a month. The Homestuck-related ones will be at the Homestuck Info YouTube, which I just started for my SOCON stream. You can find that on all the Homestuck_info social media, or Homestuck-info on Tumblr, Homestuck_info on Twitter, Homestuck.info for the website. and people pay attention to the random stuff I do, which is great because I do a lot of crazy random stuff, and I'm amazed people tie it all together. They're like, "Hey, you're the guy who runs that website and writes fanfic and programmed some weird stuff on their site and made the Gary's Mod add-ons and other stuff. I'm everywhere. You can't escape me." I mean, if you watch a bunch of Vinesauce streams where he plays like public matches on Smash Brothers or Pirates versus Vikings or PUBG, I'm usually in the kill feed somewhere. Come up in the weirdest places. There's an Awful Squad on Polygon where Griffin McElroy starts narrating me. It's very weird. I keep showing up in places. All right, have a good one, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope we find out about Hiveswap Act 2 real soon, or about that secret thing they keep teasing. They keep teasing that there's a third thing, that there's Epilogue, Hiveswap 2, and a thing. More Friendsim adjacent. There's an official Friendsim Twitter account now that Aisha runs. She talked about at SockCon. So we'll see if that goes somewhere. That's fun stuff. All right. Look forward to more Hiveswap news in the future. Have fun, y'all.